Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. It is Sunday afternoon. I'm getting ready to do my Monday morning show because I have to be to work early tomorrow. And I decided, it's been a fantastic day today, but I wanted to do the juice show because this probably will be not the last week that we do juices, but we're going to transition into a little bit more details of how to take care of ourselves, how to take care of our health, and make sure that we do what it is that we need to do. Y'all have to excuse me. That's my telephone, and I had to cut it off because that's my nephew, and I'm sure he's calling for my husband. However, I am going to move forward and let y'all know, man, I had a wonderful Sunday. I went to ROCC Church with pastors Sandy and Ronald Lassiter, and there was an ordination service. First time I've ever been that live and up close with an ordination service, but I was actually a part of the ordination service, praying over the candidates, Pastor Sandy, Pastor Ray, Pastor Charmaine Cullen. They actually were all ordained on today to do the service of the Lord. That means that on the books in the state of Virginia, they are legal ministers of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and it was wonderful to participate in. But I want to say to y'all, today we're going to juice watermelon. I've already have it in the Nama Juicer. You can purchase the Nama Juicer if you go to the description box under this video, under more, and there will be several links in there. And at the bottom, at the bottom, one up from the bottom, you will be able to order the Nama Juicer, or you can use the Breville Juicer. And I'm going to get the container for that because I always use that, because I know that this, because it's more water than anything, lots of nutrients in it. But we're going to juice this watermelon today. I'll just put the bowl up. I have cucumbers and Granny Smith apples already cut up, ready to go in the Nama Juicer. I want to tell y'all, it is a good day to have a good day. God is so amazing. And I want to tell y'all, if y'all are ever in Newport News, go to Rock Churches, ROCC. I don't want to get the name messed up, but it is Pastors Ronald and Sandy Lassiter on Warwick Boulevard. And I'm going to tell y'all what, if the anointing did not show up in that place, he called for people that wanted prayer. I was second in line for prayer, because I'm telling you, the presence of God was so thick in the atmosphere, and I was blessed to be there. So moving right along, y'all, because I want to do this show really quick. I want to tell y'all that I did do something. I just cut my stove off because I want to show us how to do what is called a vegetable bowl. My first time doing a vegetable bowl was this weekend, guys, and I'm going to see if y'all can see that in the camera. And I'm actually doing one again. But that's what I fixed for myself this weekend. In there, I kept the corn on the cob. Everything is on broil. Sliced the carrots. There's sweet potatoes in there. There's cilantro. There's red onions. Let's see. It's avocado, fresh avocado in there. And on the base of it, it is the buckwheat noodles. And those buckwheat noodles, again, guys, y'all can actually get those online in the description box. Let me show you what they look like. For those of you who may go into the store, they're ramen noodles, but they're made with rice, brown rice, and I'm sorry, not buckwheat, but millet flour. I don't use the flavor packet because I like seasoning my own stuff. However, guys, let me tell you, I'm just hyped today, just from being in a place where the presence of God was ushered in. God had his way, and I was truly blessed to be there. However, moving right along, y'all, God, I thank you. God, I thank you. You know, I want to tell y'all something. So in the weeks to come, we're going to be talking about spices. We're going to be talking about preservatives in food, getting us all ready, because now our taste buds have been changed. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. But our taste buds have been changed. And so because they've been changed, guess what we can do now? We can move on to the next thing. I know that in some videos I asked you all to give up one thing. But when you give it up, this is a lifestyle change. This is eating for health is what we're calling this. This is building your life with healthy eating habits. That means that you are intentional about what you eat, what you put in your body, what you drink, um, all of those things. You are actually so intentional about it that when you start going to the grocery store now, you're going to be very intentional about what you choose to put in your body, right? All right, guys, I'm going to fill up this and I'm going to go ahead and put the cucumbers because that was maybe a fourth of what do we want to call it? A fourth of the watermelon. And that's making a lot of juice already. I'm excited to taste this. It's a combination that I thought I would put together. And because we haven't done greens on Mondays, I thought, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and juice this watermelon that I have down there. I picked up some cucumbers today and I picked up some other things. But I wanted to tell y'all, okay, lesson 1 on preservatives. This is what we need to know. When you go in the store, and like here on this label, right? So I'm going to bring it to you. All right. So right here on this label, we always look at the nutrition facts, like what are we putting in our body? But what we need to do is go down a little bit further and look at the ingredients that's in the packet. And the reason why I want to tell y'all that is because this packet of the noodles is only made with brown rice flour and millet flour, right? So that's all. It has a little bit of water in it, but it's made from natural ingredients, natural grains. We need those grains, right? But I wanted to show y'all something. So I've had these hot dog buns in my house, and they look so good, right? But they have been here since, the expiration date was December 7th, 2022. So I want to show y'all what preservatives in food will do. Now look at this. These hot dog buns are still intact. They still have the flour on the back. There is no mold in the flour at all. And these are, they're supposed to be wheat hot dog rolls. When I cook out, I'm showing that to y'all because I want y'all to see if the preservatives in the food that we eat, now this will kill a bird to me, but this is what destroys our cells. The preservatives in this is what causes the free radicals to come into the body. It's those preservatives. It's those preservatives that make a lot of people feel like they have arthritis. Doesn't make them feel like it. This is where arthritis comes from. All of these preservatives, guys, that's in food. Now, this has been here since December because I had family over when we first moved in the house, and I had family over for Christmas, and I cooked out. I cooked on the grill, and I had little children here. Little children like hot dogs. I like hot dogs, but I have to get nitrate-free hot dogs, and the only place that I found them is Walmart and nitrate-free. Nitrates are preservatives. Nitrate-free hot dogs, and you can get them at Costco's. They actually have nitrate-free kielbasa, and it's really, really good. And those preservatives are not going in your system. And a lot of times the beef that we get, it is called pasture-raised beef. Now, you can have what is called free range. Free range, be careful with. Look for pasture raised. That means that those animals, those chickens, that lamb, that duck, for those of you who like duck, turkeys, they're able to roam freely around the range. Well, when I was a little girl, used to be a song, home, home on the range, where the deer and antelope play. Seldom is heard a discouraging word, and skies are not cloudy all day. That was a song. We used to sing cowboy songs when I was in elementary school. Of course, I am 66. So what we were taught in school and the songs that we sing are a little bit different. I know y'all can tell she is really hyped. I need to calm myself down, but I really can't because I'm excited about what I am seeing God do. I am excited about answers to prayer. Now, I want y'all to see, I'm going to bring this to the camera. Look at how clear that juice is. But that is apples, watermelon, and it's already ready. I'm going to put the rest of the cucumbers in here. Apples, Granny Smith apples, watermelon, and cucumbers. And I'm hoping that's going to be very refreshing because this is, I want to tell y'all, a very nutrient rich drink. I put the apples in there because the watermelon is good, but it's not sweet enough to me for a juice. Okay, so here we are. I want to tell y'all preservatives. When you go in the store, this is how you make a decision when you look at the ingredients label. That's what we're going to start doing. We're going to start taking better care of ourselves. We're going to stop putting so much money in medication and more money in healthy foods, right? So listen at this. When you go in the store and you're looking at the ingredients labels, it's called the seven simple rules to go by when you're going in the store to pick up your food. So let's start eating more fruits and vegetables. Let's start eating them. Let's start beginning to put them in. Yes, the juice is good. It's wonderful for us. But now we need to start eating clean. Eating clean with Francine. That's what it says. We need to start eating clean. And I ask y'all because I did a test on myself. I had to. I was asked to do it. And when I did it, I juiced a lot, right? Because that's what we do on Mondays and Fridays. And then I save my juice and I freeze it, and therefore I'm getting my nutrients. But you know what I found out in the test? Because I had to do for 7 days, write out everything that I ate, everything that I drank, how I felt before I ate the food, how I felt after I ate the food. So do that for yourself. Just do a test. You know what I found after the 7 days? I don't eat enough green vegetables or raw fruits, raw vegetables. So what I decided to do, that's why I did I call it a nutrition bowl. They have another name for it, but just look up vegetable bowl I'm going to bring it to the camera one more time because I was so convicted. I thought, God, you know what? Yeah, that's a beautiful, and it has black beans in there too, y'all, with red peppers. And I cook those, the beans, the red peppers, and the onions together. And then I also broiled. You can see right across there. Let's see. You can see, let me see, I'm trying to get my finger. You can see right across the top of there, that's the sweet potatoes where they've been broiled in the broiler. But I'm telling y'all, what a combination of food. And I got full. And I was satisfied. And I wasn't craving to eat anything else, maybe for about 4 hours. That's really good for me because I like snacks. I snack on popcorn. I snack on Brazil nuts. And I snack on raisins. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, get moving right along. These 7 simple rules to go by when you're looking at the ingredients list. 1, do you have to look up the word? If you got to do that, don't buy it. Does it have a number in the ingredients? Doesn't matter what the number is, but if it has a number, that means that there is a restriction there or those preservatives are really, really, really bad for you. Can you imagine bread? Bread should be fresh and eaten the same day. In other countries, in Europe, especially in France, because I'm going there next year, but especially in France, guys, they make their bread fresh every day. People go to the bakery and get fresh bread every single day. So look at our bread. Look, this has been sitting since December, January, February, March, April, May, for 5 months, and nothing's happened to it. And when you smell it, you think, wow, this smells so good. No, look at what we're feeding our grandchildren, our children, our grandchildren, and great nieces and nephews. No, we can't. We've got to stop. Time. My husband told my sons when they were small, if they were getting in trouble, he would never yell at them. He would just say, gentlemen, time out, calm down. Yeah, he's the peaceful one in the house. But listen at this. Does it have 4 or more syllables? Don't buy it. That's on the ingredients list now. Is it unpronounceable? If you can't pronounce it, then how are you going to put it in your body? We are here to protect ourselves. That's what this show is all about. Does it end in ATE? 8. Not trait. ATE. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to even go there. Is it enriched? See, it sounds like enriched sounds really healthy, really good. No, it's killing your cells. It's feeding your body telling those free radicals, come alive, come alive, come alive. All of this is telling your bodies to come alive. I hear y'all. Let me go over one more. Is it all capital letters, not words, like EDHT? Ooh, yeah, yeah. I found out those beans in my cabinet. Yeah, I had to do research on something and I realized, oh my God, I just fed myself and my husband this ingredient that can remove rust from metal. People don't care enough about us and they're putting it in the foods and we're purchasing it. We're taking our hard-earned money. Okay, let's backtrack. You get up, you go to work, you work hard, you deal with all kinds of things on your job. You come home, you have to deal with the stresses that are part of your life. So that's raising those free radicals. And then you go to the store and hoping that the things that you pick off of the shelf, the things that you pick up in the store to put in your body because you're already tired, who really wants to have to do this? You would think that there's somebody that cares enough about the foods that they present to the consumer that they would take the time to do that for us. No, they have to preserve that product. They want that product to have a long shelf life. So it's not that they don't care, but it is the standard that has been laid out for the foods that we eat and the foods that we purchase. I'm not knocking no government entity. I'm not knocking no farmer. I'm not knocking any manufacturer. I'm not coming against them. That is not my responsibility. I'm not rallying. I'm not going to Congress. Not right now. That's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to you. Those of you who take the time to come on this show, please, I'm going to go over these one more time. It is, do you have to look up the word in the ingredients list? Does it have a number? Does it have 4 or more syllables? Is it unpronounceable? Does it end in ATE? Is it enriched? Is it all capital letters, not words? I still have those beans in my cabinet, guys, and I'm going to see if I can take them out without showing the name of them. I'm going to keep the can down, but I'm going to read the ingredients that's in these beans. Let's see. Field peas, water, green snap beans, salt, and disodium, capital EDTA. Right there, it says, if it is all capitals, not words, don't eat it. Don't even buy it. To promote color retention. Verdes agua. Okay, so that's in Spanish. But that's the ingredient. So that one ingredient will cause free radicals. Free radicals convert to inflammation. Inflammation causes degenerative diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, macular degeneration, osteoarthritis, all of those diseases, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Guys, come on now. We don't want to, and I'm going to keep this can to myself and I'm going to put it back in my cabinet. I'm going to get close over here because I have to take all of those back to the store so that I can get my money back. Yeah, buy your vegetables as much as you can, fresh or frozen, and make sure you know that there are no preservatives there, okay? Moving right along, let's talk about, because we're already in 18 minutes, I'm going to talk about the benefits of this watermelon, but since the juice is already ready, I'm going to taste it, right? Yeah, that would make sense. Since it's already ready, I can go ahead and taste it because it is finished. I love this juicer. Thank you, Jules, because Julina, thank you for telling me about this juicer. And I really like it because it helps the show to go by much quicker. But let's see what watermelon, cucumbers, and Granny Smith apples taste like together. Ooh. Actually, you know those drinks that you get in the store, like flavored water? That's what this tastes like. Doesn't really have any flavor to it. It's like flavored water. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to slice up a couple of lemons and put that in here because I think it's going to give it a little bit of citrusy taste to it when I go off the air. So you might want to do that to yours too. Unless you like flavored water, that's exactly what this tastes like. I'm not saying it doesn't taste good. It doesn't have a high level of sweetness to it, but it is very refreshing and it tastes like flavored water. So just think, for those of you who are looking for a business out there, you want to help people feel better. Start your own business with flavored water, but make it with cucumbers and ta-da, watermelon. And that's exactly what it tastes like. But it's so much better for you. I can feel it going down. And it feels good too. Let me tell you what the nutrients are that I'm feeling going down in my system. So this watermelon is loaded. It's the cherry red color, comes from lycopene. It's an antioxidant. Studies show it may help curb your risk of cancer and diabetes as part of a healthy lifestyle. Watermelon has more of this nutrient than any other fruit or vegetable, even tomatoes. To load up on lycopene, choose a melon with bright red flesh rather than yellow or orange. And the riper, the better. Also, seedless melons tend to have more lycopene than those with seeds, right? Now, I want to say to y'all, make sure that you take care of your health. Love yourself. Love yourself. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later if I have time. But love yourself, guys, so much, please, that you don't wait until you get a certain age and then you have worn your body down so much, your organs down, like I did with cancer. And I was 61 years old when I was diagnosed. I was 60. As a matter of fact, 60, 61. Yeah, I was 60 years old when I was diagnosed with cancer. So I want to tell y'all, I'm 66 now. So I was 61. I was 66 now. But I didn't really take seriously what somebody was telling me about taking care of my body. I started out good, but then I thought, no, I'm good. I feel good. And nobody was telling me, girl, you getting big. Girl, you need to get some of that weight down. Something going on with you. You don't look like yourself. You seem sluggish. You're moving a little bit slower. Your skin is ruddy looking. You don't have that glow about you like you once did. You can look in the mirror and do a self-examination on yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Get on your scale. Get on your scale and tell yourself the truth. I have to. Yeah, I have to. All right. The benefits of sun benefit. Some pigments help protect plants from the sun. Oddly enough, just eating them may shield your skin too. The lycopene in watermelon may make it less likely that you get sunburned. Man, when I was growing up, my mom, this is how she would get us. Because my family, we come from a family of people who like to eat, I'm telling you. And one of the things we always, on the weekends, my mom would always have a cookout, have a lot of people over. And one of the things that we would have was crabs. And we love crabs. It's the little ones, the blue crabs. I don't know what they're called, but it's the small ones. It's not the snow crabs, but it's the small blues. We call them blues. They're just small, like that. And we would get them by the bushel, and my mama would cook them. But when we wanted to have crabs, she would say, "But didn't you have watermelon, baby?" Yes, ma'am. But then you can't have crabs and watermelon together. But that was because my mom was very wise. She knew that children messed over food. And so why would she give us crabs? She would let us eat a few, but she wasn't going to let us sit down at the table with the grown folks. You're going on out there and play. Get out of grown folks' conversations. Now, you got enough cousins and relatives here. You can go on and play. And so y'all know the summer months are coming, and we want to make sure that we have plenty of watermelon at the table when we are entertaining this year, because listen, it helps the body to stay from getting sunburn. So wouldn't that be a nice drink along with your meal, your baked beans and your nitrate-free hot dogs and your lamb burgers that you're going to do, and all of the things, your veggie bowl that you're going to serve this year, your nice green salad that you're going to create this summer when you start inviting people over. Because you know what? In a couple of days, Memorial Day is going to be here. And that's my sister Emma's birthday. Happy birthday, Emma. And on Memorial Day. So I'm excited, guys. I am so hyped. I can hardly keep my train of thought going to do this show. But please know, I really care about us. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Let's see what else other benefits are here with the watermelon. Watermelon is rich in amino acids called citrulline that may help move blood through your body and can lower your blood pressure. Your heart also enjoys the perks of all the lycopene watermelon contains. Studies show that it may lower your risk of heart attacks. Of course, your whole lifestyle affects your heart health. So make sure you also work out, don't smoke, limit saturated fats, and keep up with your doctor's advice. And keep up with eating clean's advice too. I'm not telling y'all nothing wrong. And you know something else that messes up your heart? Alcohol. Drinking. Alcohol. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, hey, y'all, I'm just saying. After a while, we got to stop doing what we do because we got to love ourselves enough to take care of ourselves. Watermelon has a natural pigment called beta cryptoxanthin that may protect your joints from inflammation. Now, if y'all notice, listen to this, because I heard y'all out there. You can hardly pronounce those words. So are we supposed to eat that? See, I got you. I can hear you. I can hear y'all talking to me. There is no label on a watermelon when you cut it up. There are no nutrition facts. There is nothing on the label of watermelon. Why? Because everything in it is beneficial to the body. Do you get a label? I'm gonna pull it. I'm right here. I got apples the other day for my hubby. He likes apples. On this right here, there's a tag on that apple. You do not have, they don't have to tell you the ingredients in an apple because it's good for the body. Look at God, y'all. This is how powerful he is. I can put something in the earth. Let me sit it right here. I can put something in the earth. And the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, don't even have to tell people to read the ingredients because every ingredient in there kills those free radicals and heals the body. Now that's how powerful he is. See, that's why I love him. That's why I go to him. That's why I talk to him all the time. I got to. I'm telling y'all what, when you start taking hits, yeah, you better go into your reserve and say, oh God, we're going to make it through this. Yes. But watermelon is a natural pigment called beta cryptoxanthin that may protect your joints from inflammation. Watermelon, let me take some more. Some studies show that over time, it could make you less likely to get rheumatoid arthritis. Yeah, I just love him because he put all of these, he knew what he was doing. He said, okay, before I make man, I got to make everything that's going to make man function at peak performance. And so if he eats the way I'm telling him to eat, if he makes sure that he loves himself and love me with all his heart, with all his soul, with all his mind, with all his strength, if he obeys me, I am going to give him long life. And I'm going to show him how to fight off sickness and disease. Easy on your eyes. Just one medium slice of watermelon gives you 9 to 11% of the vitamin A you need each day. This nutrient, vitamin A, is one of the keys to keeping your eyes healthy. Foods are the best ways to get all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs. Come on, y'all. Let's get in the habit. Let's get in the rhythm. Let's get in sync with making good decisions. Yeah, one good decision after another good decision equals peak, top, alkaline-rich health in your body. It is a naturally sweet hydration. Juicy watermelon is 92% water, so it's a simple way to help stay hydrated. Every cell in your body needs water. Even a small shortage can make you feel sluggish. If you get really dehydrated, it can become serious enough that you need to get fluids intravenously. When I went to Whole Foods today, the clerk was in the military, and he said that there were times when they were in war and they were in a hot climate where the soldiers were getting dehydrated, and they would cut the coconuts off of the trees and feed the soldiers coconut water intravenously. Now, look at how wonderful God is. I'm going to keep telling y'all that he is good. He's a good daddy. He loves us. Don't let nobody tell you that God don't love you and God not real and God is good to you. Don't let nobody nowhere in your life ever come against your relationship with God. Why are they trying to do that? To make you second guess yourself, Don't ever let somebody second guess yourself about God. And you baby Christians out there, if you don't know enough, just say, I'm just like a little baby. I don't know that much about Daddy God, but I tell you what, since he's come into my life, I got more peace than I ever had. And that's the God knows truth. You might not know everything that there is to know about God to answer critics' questions. Just tell them, I don't know the answer to that. Were you born knowing everything there is to know about life? Yeah, that'll back them off of you. Yeah. Nobody was born. No, once we are born again, it's not automatically downloaded to us everything that there is to know about God. God wants us to have a relationship with him. That's why he's saying, study to show yourself approved, workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Spirit of truth. You have to take the time to get to know him. And for people that don't want to get to know him, it's okay. But let them know, I wasn't born again knowing everything about God. Were you born into this world knowing everything about life? Yeah, I said it again. Because somebody needs to know that. Somebody's been under attack because of their belief in God. Even though you're not seeing everything that you're believing God for, everything that you've confessed, everything that you have bragged about that God can do in your life, hold on. The best is yet to come. Ooh, God, I feel that thing in my sanctified soul. The best is yet to come. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't run away from God. Run to him. I don't care how bad it gets. I don't care if you just cuss somebody out. Yes, I said it. Run back to God and say, God, please forgive me. My mouth ain't been delivered yet. Please forgive me, Father, but I need to stay tight with you. Please forgive me. Those people said things to me and I had to defend myself. Yeah, y'all, it happens. It happens. But you know what? That's the good thing about him. He allows us to come back to him. He said, if you sin, ask for forgiveness and I'll cleanse you from all unrighteousness. Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's what he said. So don't let nobody back you into a wall telling you who you not, who you ain't, who God ain't. God is almighty. He is all powerful. And you know what? Yeah, he'll back you up. Yes, he will. Yeah. But you keep working on yourself. You keep going to him and saying, God, I need strength. I need help. I don't want to act like this no more. Show me how to navigate through this situation. Yeah, all of us have to do it. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody fool you into thinking that they got a perfect life and everything that they do and everything that they say is 100. Yeah, I got a text today. And I appreciate people who text me to encourage me. But the person said to me, because they know what's going on in my home, in my personal space, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And they text me today and they said, when you come out of your prayer room, make sure that you allow your light to shine around everybody that you come in contact with. And my response was, thank you for that prayer. But if the enemy has blinded their eyes, I put it this way, I said, if Satan has blinded their eyes that they can't see the good that's in me, then I will continue to pray for them. And I left it at that. See, I'm not going to let some people say, wow, you defensive. No, I'm not going to let somebody tell me, because you know what's going on in my house. I'm not going to let somebody tell me because you think you know. There's two sides to every story, everybody. Yeah, I'm venting. This is my place where I get strength. But I want to tell y'all, because this will help somebody. Don't let anybody tell you how you're supposed to live in your house. If you're doing everything that you know to do, then you stand your ground. But you also have to speak. You can speak your piece. You can speak truth in a situation. You just have to ask God, when you want me to say it, when you want me to talk about this. When is the right time for this discussion to be made in my home? Because some things need to be put on the table and discussed. Because all of us are dealing with different things. Can you imagine living with somebody and God has told them, well, their doctors have told them, you can no longer do any of the things, that you once did anymore. The pleasurable things. Can you imagine living with somebody like that? Can you imagine the anger and the frustration of how they feel that they cannot Because if they do, they're going to die. Listen, that's why you got to ask God, show me how to move forward. Show me how to navigate in this life, in this season that I'm in. Show me how to say the right things. Show me how to divert conversations that could lead to strife because somebody is upset. See, all of us have to deny ourselves. That is a part of our walk with God. Deny yourself. Pick up your cross and follow me. Deny yourself. If you've had a life of eating the way you want to, pig feet and chitlins and all kinds of stuff, fatty foods, and now your doctor's saying, you are obese, not necessarily the pork, but you know that you have eaten so much sugary stuff that now your body is in overload and you're borderline diabetes. Listen, deny yourself, pick up your cross. That means go to God, ask him, help me, I need your grace in this. Yeah, I don't know how I got over there, but I want y'all to know we cannot allow the enemy to come in our lives. We've got to get wisdom from God in each season. Each season of life gives us a different set of rules, believe it or not. You can't do what you did 5 years ago and think you can continue to do it. You cannot. Your body is different. You should have matured a little bit more. Oh, yeah. All right. This watermelon is full of vitamins A, vitamins B6, and C. In watermelon, these vitamins in watermelon help your skin stay soft, smooth, and supple. Because it's loaded with water, melon also makes a great face mask. Mix 1 tablespoon of watermelon juice and some Greek yogurt. Spread it over your face for 10 minutes, rinse it off, and look at that. It's saying that it gets rid of dull skin. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I found out something that's a very good hydrator for me at my age of 66. So once I wash my face in the morning, I use, it's a skin cream that I got from the dollar store. I think it's by Neutrogena. I'm not sure. But I put my soap and then I put that cream because my skin tends to be dry at my age. And then what I do, the Spirit of Truth told me to do this one morning. He said, just take the cold water and put it on your face. Put it everywhere. Just keep doing it and leave it on. And just go on about your day. Go on about your time in the morning. And watch your skin absorb that in. It's a good feeling. And now, as I'm walking through my house, before I put my vitamin E and this oil that I've made for my face is getting hydrated just from water. So that's just a little skincare tip for y'all. This watermelon will satisfy your sweet tooth. A cup of ice cream will set you back around 300 calories. You can enjoy the same amount of watermelon for just 45 calories. And unlike many other desserts, it's fat-free, cholesterol-free, and no sodium. Plus, the water in it will help you stay fuller longer. To make an easy sorbet, puree some watermelon in your blender, add a squeeze of lime, and pop in the freezer until hardens. Now, this machine makes sorbet. So check that out, guys. I could actually make watermelon lime sorbet. And so with them recommending the lime, instead of the lemon, I'm going to put the lime in this when I'm done. Boost your workout. Watermelon's high water content, antioxidants, and amino acids may make for a better workout. It also is high in potassium, a mineral that could cut down on cramps at the gym. You can sip watermelon juice after you sweat too. Doing so could help prevent muscle soreness as long as you don't push yourself too hard. You know, when my husband used to bodybuild, he told me that he could only work out every other day because you're ripping the muscles down. So you need to rest to help the muscles to rebuild. Then you go in the next day and you go in hard and you are building the muscles. See, it's so much to learn in this life. And he wasn't born with that information. Just like I wasn't born knowing about Cain and Abel. See? Won't spike your blood sugar. Trying to keep your blood glucose level steady. You're in luck. Watermelon, you're in a blessing. You're in the place of a blessing. Watermelon has a glycemic index value of 80, about the same as a bowl of cornflakes, but it's got fewer carbs. That means its glycemic load, how quickly it enters into your bloodstream, and how much glucose it can produce is a mere 5. Enjoy a slice of watermelon guilt-free. Telling y'all, God is good. we're changing our palate, we're changing our taste buds, we're changing our desires, we're changing how we think about food, we're changing how we think about life, we're changing how we're going into the future with a good, healthy life so that we can enjoy the blessings that God has in store for us. And it's easy to digest. If you have a digestive condition like Crohn's disease or colitis, the list of what not to eat during a flare can be long. You can put watermelon on your yes list. It's soft, fleshy fruit. It's easy for even an inflamed gut to digest. Just don't eat the rind or the seeds if you need to limit fiber. And then the question is, what if I eat the seeds by accident? I love this. And listen to this, and they don't have all of it, but you may have been told as a kid that if you swallow watermelon seeds, they'll grow in your belly. Not true. After all, your stomach has no sunlight or soil and a lot of gastric acid. Many melons are seedless these days, but don't worry if you do swallow a seed. They're actually full of nutrients. Let me tell you what watermelon seeds are full of. Watermelon seeds are a natural antibiotic. Free. Watermelon seeds. Watermelon seeds. That's why I didn't take them out. Watermelon seeds are a natural antibiotic. Yeah. Man, that song just came up. The Holy Ghost will set your feet a dancing. The Holy Ghost will fill you through and through. Let me tell you about him now. God is amazing. He has left everything we need in the earth to make it, to be successful. All right. Let me go on over here, talk about these apples and then the cucumbers, and then I'm going to close this out because we're already at 41 minutes, guys. There are different types of apples: Red Delicious, Macintosh, Crispin, Gala, Granny Smith, Fuji, Honeycrisp, Pink Ladies. I think those are like apples that they've crossbreeded or something. But anyway, I love the Granny Smiths. But this is the benefits of the apples. And this is when you eat them. The fiber can slow digestion, so you feel fuller after eating. This can keep you from overeating. Eating fiber-rich foods help control symptoms and lessens the effects of acid reflux. And apple's fiber can also help with diarrhea and constipation. And apple's fiber, acid reflux. Look at that. Flush out the lymph system. Some studies show that plant chemicals and the fiber of an apple peel protect against blood vessel and heart damage. They also can help lower your cholesterol, and they may protect your cell's DNA from something called oxidative damage, which is one of the things that can lead to cancer. See, I had oxidative stress in my cells because I had already crossed over. I wasn't eating enough nutrient-rich foods. I was not, y'all. When I think about how God saved my life. Somebody at church today, the man that was doing the praise and worship at the ministry that I attended today, he said, "You see that lady right there? She's a walking miracle." And I am. I really am. I never looked at it like that. I just knew that I had to obey God. And I liked my life. I like that I'm here to see my grandkids and my great nieces and nephews. It's a beautiful thing. I have a great niece that's 13. Great niece. And I'm here to see it. I'm here to see her. And I'm grateful. I know that I won't live forever, but I'm grateful for the time that God has given me. And I'm going to take care to the best of my ability. I slip sometimes. I might eat too much popcorn. Hey, I might eat a bag of potato chips every now and again. But I'm telling you what, I'm trying my best. To do that 95% at least. All right, guys. Some studies show that plant chemicals and the fiber of an apple, I read that, but that oxidative stress, which can lead to cancer, the oxidative stress comes after those free radicals go in and cause inflammation. Then you are in the next phase of becoming very, very ill. So why not? This show is to help you to make those choices, make those right decisions, right? Research shows the antioxidants in apples can slow the growth of cancer cells. And that's what happened. When I was eating the Granny Smith apples, I was making the juice every morning. I would do carrots in Granny Smith. I would do cucumbers in Granny Smith. Granny Smith apples every single day in every juice that I had for 4 months. It stopped the cancer from growing and spreading. I'm telling y'all, so if it could stop cancer from growing and spreading, how about stopping your cholesterol from raising if you eat the apples? Why won't you make an apple, watermelon, cucumber salad? What's wrong with it? Learn to like what God left for us. Learn to love it. It's also, and they can protect the cells in your pancreas, which can lower your chances of type 2 diabetes. The antioxidant in apples. Scientists also give apples credit for helping your lung strength, your heart with asthma, bone health, weight loss, your brain, easing symptoms of Alzheimer's disease and age-related memory loss, your immune system, and your gut health. You don't need to be concerned about the sugar in apples. Although they have carbs that affect your blood sugar, these carbs are different from other sugars that strip away fibers that's good for you. Sugar, high fructose corn syrup, xylitol, the little packets of sugar. Yeah, we have to be careful, guys. Listen, God is calling for us to be in peak shape in the next move that's coming. Yeah, because there's so many people that have so many problems that God wants his church to be ready. Because the next thing that he's going to anoint us with is his supernatural power to lay hands on the sick, raise the dead, and cast out devils. But how you going to do that when you ain't laying hands on yourself and telling yourself, listen, let's get it together? Yeah. Although apples do have health benefits, eating too many of them, like anything, can be bad for you. Too much fruit can cause you to gain weight. Too much fruit. Listen at that. Too much fruit can cause you to gain weight. There are a few other things to keep in mind. Pesticides in apples. You have to wash them off. Lady Wanda, when she was here on Friends on Friday, she was here twice. And one of the things that she said, she washes her apples with vinegar and baking soda, or all of her fruit. She puts it in and let it soak for a few minutes and get all of those pesticides off. The seeds, you might have also heard that eating apple seeds or the core is bad for you. The seeds do have chemicals that turn into cyanide in your body, but you would have to crush and eat many seeds for them to harm you. In fact, an average adult would have to eat at least 150 crushed seeds. So now, that's why we need information. We really need information, right? All right, guys. The seeds are actually rich in protein and fiber. Interactions. Apple juice can interact with the allergy drug fexofenadine, Allegra. Apples. Apple juice will cause you to have an allergic reaction. 100% apple juice can cause you to have an allergic reaction if you take Allegra. The juice makes the medicine hard for your body to absorb. The two don't mix. What man made and what God made, those two, especially when it comes to what's nutritious and what's actually feeding your body poorly. All right. So that is the Granny Smith apples. We've done the watermelon, and we have one more thing, and that is the cucumbers. And then I'm going to close out, and I'm going to upload this video tonight because I have to be to work early tomorrow. Cucumbers. The benefits of these cucumbers. Vitamin A, vitamin K. They are 95% water. They are full of phytonutrients. There's 2 grams of fiber in the raw cucumber. But check this out. The fiber boost they give you helps you stay regular and avoid constipation. That's those seeds. The vitamin K helps blood clot and keep your bones healthy. Vitamin A has many jobs, helping your vision. So we have a vision-rich drink today, which is the watermelon and the cucumbers. Helps the immune system and reproduction. It also makes your organs like your heart, lungs, and kidneys work the way they should. Now, this is something when I was sitting in church that the Lord started speaking to me about. He said when COVID came, because, you know, a lot of us, even myself, we stopped wearing our masks when we go out, right? And so the Lord said, did you know? Check this out. Check your own health. Check your health record. Check what you're doing. Check what's going on. COVID was like a plague. And it came to wipe out weakness, sickness that's already in the body. Remember when a lot of people died, a lot of people I knew, friends of my dear friend, Miss Joyce, her sister-in-law died of complications with COVID. Well, with COVID. And somebody in her home contracted COVID, came in the house, didn't tell her that they had COVID. They were sick. It was new. The virus was new at the time, so we didn't know what to do, how to protect ourselves. But the CDC was giving out a lot of information, telling us this is what you need to do. You need to mask up. Don't be around a lot of people. Stay 6 feet away. I remember. It was horrible. It was a horrible time. But you know, the people that died already had underlying health conditions. So now what is God coming back around to do? And this message is not new that I'm giving. This message of health and eating clean and eating right has been out for years. But what did COVID do to many of our loved ones who already had underlying conditions? It took their life. So I'm begging you in this season, because we don't know what's coming next, y'all. But all I'm saying to you is please take care of your health. Please start eating nutrient-rich foods. Stop eating so much junk. Read the ingredients list. Know what you need to do. Know those 7 things. If you can only remember 1 or 2 of them. If you can't pronounce it, don't buy it. If it ends in ATE, don't buy it. If it has capital letters in it, don't buy it. If you need to look up the definition of what's in the ingredients, don't buy it. Listen, y'all, I'm begging y'all, because somebody had to beg me. The lignans may help prevent osteoporosis, heart disease, and some cancers. Antioxidants such as beta-carotene and cucumbers can help fight free radicals in your body, unpaired electrons that damage cells and can lead to disease. Cucumbers also have health benefits outside your body. Putting them on your skin may help ease sunburn pain, swelling, and damaged skin. That's why people sometimes put a slice or 2 under their eyes, hoping to shrink bags and ease puffiness. There is a risk, again, and there is a risk. The risk is the pesticides that are out there that can go, that get, they do that. They put all of that, they spray the crops so that the bugs won't eat it, but we got to make sure we wash the fruits and vegetables, right? I want to say to y'all, when I was at Whole Foods today, there was a man in there and he was loading up on this water. I talked about it on the show on Friday with God's billionaires and millionaires, because it was a show of asking a lot of questions. If you all would like to answer some questions, maybe those are questions that you have had, that's episode 66B. Will be episode 67. But I want to say to y'all, he was loading up on this water and he was all excited. And I said, have you read the ingredients list of what's in the water? And he said, he looked at me, and I guess he didn't want to tell me no, because you're ingesting it in your body. And he said, why? And I said, because that particular water, one of the ingredients has pesticides. But you have to look up the ingredient to know that it's a pesticide in bottled water in this particular brand. Listen, y'all, if we don't take the time to read, this is a season, being intentional about what you are doing. Being intentional. God has been intentional for us. He's intentional, never failing. All things are working for my good. Information, right information, truth. The spirit of truth comes to lead you into truth. I'm telling you the truth, y'all. Come on, let's take care of our bodies. This has been a fantastic show to me today. I'm excited. I'm gonna fix my bowl. One day I'll show y'all how to do that, but it would be just too much for me to do it today, because I've got to clean this juicer to get that pulp and get this cleaned up before it dries up, because I don't want that to happen. And I don't want bacteria to start setting in the juicer, because then I'll have to soak it again in bleach or soak it in bleach. So listen, love yourself, because today is a good day to have a good day. I have enjoyed this episode with you all. This is episode 67. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. And by all means, I want to tell y'all, thank you for every person that subscribed. I am more than grateful for the opportunity to be able to share with you all my journey with cancer, what God did for me, but He did it with food. He did it all with food. And He told me, my grace is sufficient for you. Just ask me to help you. And I did. Why won't you ask Him today? Lord, help me. I'm not doing right by my body. Lord, I need your grace. Let your grace come upon me. And then you start making the steps to make right choices. And you know what? After a while, that paraclete, that assistant from heaven will come alongside of you and give you strength that you didn't know how. You won't even crave the food. You know why? Because you don't want to die. You don't want to check out of this life before it's your time. God bless you all. Have a fantastic week. I will see you all on Friday. Bye, everybody.